Petunia by Roger DeVos. Early one morning, Petunia, a goose, a very silly goose, went wandering through the meadow. That is, until a bright red object caught her eye in a stand of cattails. Oh, how goose-tastic, a red fire truck! But then Petunia realized that the object was smaller than a clutch of eggs. I know what this is. It's a Valentine's Day card for me. But then Petunia realized that the object wasn't in the shape of a heart. These must be what them human beings call a book. In fact, just the other day, I heard the farmer telling his son, "He who owns books and loves them is wise." That is what he said, so I will own you, book, and I will love you. And then I will be wise too, and no one will call me a silly goose ever again. So Petunia hugged her book. She kissed her book. And she talked to her book. I'll take good care of you. Petunia grew so proud of her new book and her new wisdom that her neck stretched out several notches, and she primped and preened and fluffed her feathers until all the farm animals began talking about her. Shakespeare, the pig, was the first to notice the change in Petunia. Perhaps Petunia the goose is not so silly after all. She hath a book. Neighbor Petunia looks like a smarty to me. Cock-a-doodle, look who's using her noodle. Petunia the goose grew so proud of her new book and her new wisdom that she began handing out advice to all her friends left and right, even when they did not ask for it. That afternoon, as she primped and preened and fluffed her feathers, she came across Cookie the horse arguing with Free Range the rooster by the fence post. I wonder what makes your comb so red, Free Range. It's my blood. Nonsense, I would too, but I'm not a red horse. Oh, I know, I'll bet your comb is candy-coated. Strawberry or cherry, I'm sure. Let me lick it and I'll let you know. You're both wrong, of course, boys. Your comb was stuck on by the farmer Free Range so he could tell you from the ladybirds and know who lays eggs and who doesn't. Plastic comb, I'd say. Black? Plastic? I'm unenvironmental. That's not cool, dude. Poor, toxic Free Range the rooster became obsessed with recycling his plastic home and reducing his carbon footprint. Glad to help! And Petunia was on her way, growing prouder and prouder still of her new book and new wisdom. And she primped and preened and fluffed her feathers until she came to the pig pen, where she found Shakespeare, the pig, in quite a frantic state. Oh dear, 1 Juliet, 35 Hamlet, 14 Brutus, 56 Romeo. Oh dear. What's wrong, Shakespeare? Farmer says I have 9 piglets, but I cannot count so well. I was an English major, you know. No worries, me and my book, we'll help you. Now let's see. 3 piglets by the pig pen, 3 in the mud puddle, and 3 at the pig trough. 3 times 3 makes 6! Oh dear, 6 more than 9. No, Shakespeare, silly, it's more, lots more. Oh dear, more than 9, and I could hardly handle my original 9 piglets. What am I to do? Glad to help. And Petunia was on her way, growing prouder and prouder still of her new book and new wisdom. And she primped and preened and fluffed her feathers until she came to the stables where she found Cookie the horse. Oh my, oh pie, is that a sugar lump I spy? Oh! What's wrong, Cookie? I'm trying to enjoy my sugar lumps and candy apples, but I have a terrible toothache. Oh, you poor horse. Open up and let me have a look. Come on. Oh, you poor thing, all them teeth. No wonder you have a toothache. Look at me. Do I have any teeth? No, of course not. And I can enjoy my sugar lumps just fine. I'm going to pull out your teeth, Cookie. All of them. Cookie was so afraid he wouldn't be able to enjoy his sugar lumps or candy apples if he didn't have any teeth that he ran out of there in a flash. Glad to help. And Petunia was on her way, growing prouder and prouder still of her new book and new wisdom. And she primped and preened and fluffed her feathers until she came to a clearing in the woods, where, gathered around a strange box with writing on it, was a wide variety of farm animals. There was Cookie the horse, Free Range the rooster, and an assortment of Shakespearean piglets.
Oh, wise Petunia, will you tell us what the writing on this box says?
Of course. Now let's see. D-A-N-G-E-R. That spells candy. You may eat them. Dig in. No sooner had she said this than the box exploded and a shower of fireworks. Kaboom! Bits of taffy apple flew out of Cookie's mouth and stuck to the nearby trees. Shakespearean piglets flew left and right, and poor Free Range's comb wagged uncontrollably. But amidst it all, a red bird flew through the air. My boo! And then it landed. Open? What are all them squiggly black lines in there? Well, Shakespeare the pig had overheard the noise and ran as fast as she could to make sure her many Shakespearean piglets were all right. Fortunately, nobody was hurt. You mean you don't know how to read, Petunia? And we all thought you were so wise. No, I thought all I had to do was own the book and love it. Not read it. You silly geese, but don't worry, I have a whole shelf full of Shakespearean sonnets. I'll teach you to read.
And I'll bring you chewy gooey goodies while you work.
And I'll recycle the wrappers. Just as long as you promise to stay a silly goose forever, said her friends. Absolutely. And she did. Thank you.